Today, I think every American should say a special word of thanks to Jackie Robinson and to Branch Rickey and to the members of the Dodger team who made him one of their own and proved that America is a better, stronger, richer country when we all work together and give everyone a chance.
Oh, that's quite a flashback, right? Former President Clinton years ago honoring Jackie Robinson. That was when the number 42 was retired all across baseball, 1997. Players and coaches this year will once again suit up in the iconic number 42 in honor of Jackie Robinson Day on Monday, as we now mark 77 years since the day he broke Major League Baseball's color barrier with the Brooklyn Dodgers. They have a lot of events planned around the country. There's 80 high school teams, for example, coming together in Chicago this weekend, playing in the city's inaugural Jackie Robinson Baseball Weekend. We have now the host of that event, the former All-Star Curtis Granderson, is also the president and the founder of the Grand Kids Foundation, Chicago Baseball and Education Academy, which works to increase participation in youth baseball, which I want to talk about. Thank you, Curtis, for coming on. You know, we have some pictures I will put up of you when your playing days. It was always, I think you always did, correct me if I'm wrong, wear the socks high and that kind of thing. It was probably a Jackie Robinson tribute, right? But maybe begin by just telling us what Jackie meant to you in your playing days.
Yeah, it definitely was. You know, I got a chance to do a book report on Jackie Robinson when I was a young student, and I remember just seeing the uniform and seeing how cool he looked. And if you remember back when you were younger, when you signed up to play Little League, they put you in order by your size. So the smallest kid was number 1, and the biggest kid got the biggest number, but it didn't necessarily fit. So I said, okay, whenever I get a chance to get the uniform that can fit me, I'm going to wear my pants up to say thank you to Jackie Robinson and all the Negro League greats that I saw looking amazing when I was doing that book report, and still got a chance to do it to this day. And as you mentioned, it's been over 75 years since Jackie broke the color barrier, allowing what baseball looks like today with players from all over the world and giving me an opportunity to talk to you today.
Okay, that was really interesting to me that you brought up the book report. Let me put up a flashback again to 1997. I showed the Bill Clinton clip there a minute ago. That was the 50th anniversary. That game was at Shea Stadium. There it is, Bud Selig and Mrs. Robinson. I was at that game. I remember it well. And one of the first things I ever did in broadcasting that year was I was working at a radio station. We worked on kind of a radio documentary about Jackie Robinson. And we met, it's still to this day maybe the most fascinating thing I've ever worked on. We met, like, you know, Buck O'Neill, all these legends of the Negro Leagues that you were talking about, and learned so much about it that, I mean, this is American history. I mean, it was a precursor to the Civil Rights Movement, kind of led the way in a lot of ways.
Absolutely. You know, a lot of people put so much emphasis on him breaking the color barrier in baseball. But as you mentioned, this happened before the Civil Rights Movement. So he was a four-sport athlete in college. He was fighting for civil rights. He was helping just make sure that every person had an opportunity just to be great and have the opportunity to do amazing things. And you saw there, his wife was there. You know, she's still alive and doing great things out. I got a chance to meet her a couple of times when she was a few years younger. And then most recently on the 75th anniversary, she was 99 years old and just still out there representing the legacy, which is truly amazing to see.
It is amazing to see. It's a great way to learn, I think, anyway. I've always thought baseball, or just sports in general, is a good way to learn about history for kids and stuff. I used to like it as a way to, you know, watch an old baseball documentary or something. There's a way you learn about the times that people were, you know, that people were living in. And Jackie Robinson's the best example of that. I do want to talk about the present day. Youth participation. Let's talk about that for a second. You do a lot of work there, right? I think we have a picture of you throwing out one of the first pitches at those events we mentioned a moment ago. What about youth participation, particularly young people of color right now, game of baseball? What do you say about it? Is it going in the right direction or no?
You know, it's such a unique situation. And unfortunately, at the highest level at Major League Baseball, we had 8 teams start the season this year without an African-American born on the opening day roster. Obviously, news that you do not want to hear. On the flip side, though, we're at an all-time high of youth participation across the board in the United States. So those are the kids that get started between the ages of 4 and 6 and stick around till they get to about 12 years old. Now, this is where we come into a little bit of a crossroad here. Over 2 million kids across the board stopped playing baseball between the ages of 12 and 13. So that's why we take the emphasis through CBEA in my hometown of Chicago and said we're going to have a 12U tournament, followed by a 14U tournament, then followed by what we have going on this weekend with all the Chicago public high school teams, which is a very diverse group of kids getting a chance to play all on a college campus. So we show them arguably the best view in all of baseball. and just continue to keep teasing them with the carrot, saying, all right, if I stick, I continue to have fun, this could be an opportunity for me. Maybe not at the major league level, maybe not to play college, but we know statistically student athletes tend to perform better academically, and now this opens up more doors for them.
It's a great message. Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.